Hey guys, what's up? It's Hex here, and today we're going to be doing a block by block tutorial of one of the fish tank designs that I did in a previous video. That video was in a previous snapshot, and so they've updated quite a few of the things. But the reason I'm doing the tutorial is because Master Builder, let's see, he's got some numbers after his name, 729907. So Master Builder 729907 requested that I do a tutorial of this particular fish tank. Now, as you can see, there are no fish in it. There's all kinds of texture issues behind me, and it doesn't have any coral blocks. So this isn't going to be a direct block by block tutorial because I'm going to be adding some of those new features into it as well. So let's get straight on into it and not waste any more time with me talking and nodding my head back and forth. And yeah, there seems to be something missing. All right, you're going to start things off with some smooth sandstone. And what you're going to do is you're going to build a box that is 13 long by 13 wide by 6 tall. So let's get on with that. Next, what you're going to do is you find the middle, so it should be the 7th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you punch a hole there, and you're going to punch a hole over here. This is going to be our entrances and exits or whatever. And let's see, let's go do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Punch a hole, and punch a hole over here. There we go. Okay, cool. Next, I'm going to put the floor in. All right, to do this floor, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out 3 blocks here, and I'm just going to go all the way across and just build basically a giant X across here, and go the other way on the other doors as well. Okay, like that. And then we're just going to fill in this right here, and then these. And these. So you should have a pattern like that. Okay, then what I did is I went ahead and I took out some of these stripped, I think I used the dark oak. So stripped dark oak, where are those? There they are. I like these quite a bit, and so then I just put one there, and then one there, and there, not there, one there, and one there, like that. So now we have that so far. Next what we're going to do is we're going to take our stripped spruce logs. So stripped spruce was the color that I used in the original, and we're going to go here, 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 there, there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Okay, so now we have that as a nice little decorative floor pattern. Okay, next up, we're going to put the foundations in and start building the tank. Okay, for the next color, what I used was, I think I used the gray concrete blocks here. Okay. And my thinking on this was that, like, if this was an actual fish tank, that we would want some sort of a strong block or something here. So maybe they might use concrete or some sort of metal if this is a real fish tank in a real, like, aquarium kind of situation. So that's kind of why I use this color. But you could use whatever colors that you like for this build. If you don't like this necessarily, you have to use it. Another option that might work out even better would be to use the sea lanterns for this to kind of give it a little bit more glow. But I'm going to go block for what I did before. Okay, next up, we're going to take out our blue stained glass. Okay, so now we got our blue stained glass, and we're going to go 3 tall on top of each one of these gray concrete blocks. So we're going to go up 3, up 3, up 3, up 3, all the way around this build. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this, and all of these are, of course, 3 tall, the glass here. All right, next what I did is over all of the doors, I put 2 blocks like that. And that's going to allow the fish to swim over the top of the door, because it should be a like a 2 high like pathway in here so that you can get, so the fish, or 1 high, anyways, the fish should be able to swim over the top of the door like that. So that's why I do that. Okay, next what you're going to do is you're going to fill in this whole layer like this. So on top of those 3 blocks, so this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4 from the ground. And you're just going to fill this in all the way on top of the floor like this. So like that, and then like this, like this. Actually, it's going to be a double wide thing here, sorry. I misspoke there. Okay, so we're gonna go here, there, there, and there, there, and we're gonna that one. That was not necessary, and all the way over like this. Okay, very cool. That is done. And now what you want to do is you want to figure out what you want to put as far as the bottom of these sections. So, yeah. So this is kind of where some of the decorating part comes in. I like the idea of sand quite a bit. So I'm going to start off with some sand. And I might change some of the sand blocks as we go forward and we start to fill this in with water. But for now, I'm just going to put in some sand. Okay. So then we're going to take out our water bucket and we're going to go ahead and just put it in like this. What I like to do with the water is do it on every level. That way you don't have like that water that's going downwards. But I don't really know if that's necessary. I'm not really like an expert on... Whoa. How this water is supposed to work. I don't think it's supposed to do that, though. That's kind of cool. This might not be as easy as I thought it was going to be. Hello. Wow, that's a trip, isn't it? Might have to do something like this. Huh. Very strange. Now we're all full of water, we can start to have some fun. So we got some coral blocks out. Let's go ahead and start decorating some of this. So let's just kind of start replacing some of the sand with some of this color. And maybe that one there. Maybe it grew up that way and then over here. And then maybe this blue stuff kind of, you know, kind of went that way and then one up. And maybe there. Something like that. And then a block there. And then let's put some fans on here. Let's try. Apparently you can't. What is this stuff? Coral fan? I can't place it. Huh. Am I doing something wrong here? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I cannot place the coral on anything. That's kind of frustrating. Huh. I don't know if that's a glitch or if I'm not doing it right. Anyway. So. You might want to just put some different corals in here, and some different configurations like that. I would kind of stick to the back side of it like this, just so that, you know, you can when you're down in here, you can look in and you can see all your fish. Nothing's more frustrating than going to the aquarium and not being able to see the fish that you want to see. So there we go. Okay, and then we're gonna go on the other side, and we're gonna do some more. So you might want to stick with like the same pattern, or you could like maybe mix it, like do each corner with like a different kind of coral. This is really like kind of up to you, like what you want to do. So as far as block to block, like this is just gonna be kind of, you know, whatever. I'll just kind of show you what I've got here. Put one there, one there, one there, one there. Some over there. Maybe I'll do a little bit of the, what do you think? Some blue on this one. Maybe one there and one there. And then if you want to, like if this is inside of a cave or something, like you could of course do it on the walls. If you wanted to leave the aquarium like this on the outside, then you wouldn't want to do that. But if you had the ability to, and you couldn't see like the outer wall, then you could put some like in the walls here like that, and that would save you like some space on the inside, so you could put more color without having the issue of running out of space and stuff. I'm gonna do that a little bit as well. Like I said, if you can't put them on the wall, then just don't. Maybe we'll put some magenta over here, just for fun. There we go. And what goes well with magenta? Who knows? Yellow, maybe? Or maybe the blue, actually. So kind of what I'm doing is I'm not doing like all different colors like in each wall, but I am trying to kind of create some kind of continuity between the two of them. So like this blue is found over there, and then that pink, well, the yellow's found there with the blue there. So maybe having like the blue in every one of them is going to give us some continuity like this. But what I did in the previous one is I used some prismarine, and I used like some prismarine stairs and bricks and stuff like that with these stair blocks. And that's also pretty cool, but I think that the coral just makes a lot more sense because, you know, it's supposed to be underwater. So, yeah, so this is going to be pink and some blue again, maybe. Right, little block there, little block there, some in the walls, maybe a pink one in the wall, that, And don't forget this little area up here. Now here you might want to put it like actually on top of the water like this, because you can't, you're not going to be able to get like underneath, or sorry, so like if you're down underneath, like you're going to be looking up. So if you put it like the second one down, or if you put it like right on top of this, and you're not going to be able to see the fish. So if you kind of go like this, and that would work. And then let's extend some of this up a little bit. That one there. A little bit of that. Maybe a pink one here. I don't know, just, you know, whatever you want to do as far as this kind of stuff. So, yeah. But you can kind of see what I'm doing if you want it completely block for block. I don't like that. There we go. Cool. Alright. So, unfortunately, we can't place these little, these things. I think that you're meant to be able to place them. Let's see if I can do it. No, can't do it outside of the water either. Let's do that. So if I was doing this, I would place, you know, what you don't want to do is you don't want to place like the blue fans on the blue blocks. What you'd want to do is place the pink ones on the blue ones and the blue ones on the pink ones. That way they stand out a little bit better. Unfortunately, I can't do that because there seems to be some sort of glitch that's keeping me from doing that. Or hopefully that's not intended functionality, because that'd be pretty lame. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do there. In place of some of this stuff, what I'm going to do is put in some seagrass. So then we want to get out our, you could either do it by hand like this. So you could take like the seagrass and place individual ones like this and put them exactly where you want them. Or you could just take out and let chance be your guide and put some bone meal. So you just kind of bone meal the ground and kind of let things be where they are, and then just break a couple if it's like too much, and just break a couple. That's probably what I would do. It's just a little bit faster. If you don't have access to bone meal, but you do have the seagrass, just do it one at a time. Doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, it's a little bit too much. Actually, I kind of like that one there. I don't understand why the seagrass can grow on the coral. That's actually probably not the way that, you know, the real ocean would work. But, oh well. And then what you want to do is maybe make a couple of these a little bit taller in the back. So remember, the more you put in the front, the less you'll be able to see the fish, because it's already a little tough to see them as it is with the way that they're doing the light. But yeah, so if I go like this, right, like, or here, if I go like that, then the problem is like if I'm on the other side, you have this grass in the way of being able to look at your fish, okay? And it's already tough enough to see through the glass and the water, the way they have the water texture rendering. And so, yeah, it's that. And then we're gonna go over here and do it on this one. That. There we go. And then what you want to do is you want to get out your kelp. Help! Kelp! I'm just kidding. And then you're gonna put some kelp down. And you might have a couple kelp growing there. Maybe some kelp growing in here. And if you're short on kelp, you could, you know, if you're doing this like in a survival thing, you could potentially just get a couple of kelp plants and just stick them in small and then let them grow up. That's also cool too. Yeah, and they're probably going to grow anyway, so I would just do them to the ceiling, to the highest point that they're going to go, because they're going to grow anyway. I don't think there'd be like a good way to stop them unless like you put a block above it, like this coral right there. I don't know of any other way to stop them. All right. I don't recommend putting in like the bubbles, because if you put the bubbles in, the trouble is that the fish are going to get kind of moved around. Especially don't put the bubbles in that are going upwards. Okay, so far that's what we have. So we kind of have a nice little environment for our fish. The next thing is picking the fish that you want to put in here and put them in, and then put the ceiling on. All right, so before we start putting some fish in here, I completely forgot about sea pickles. So let's put some sea pickles in here. There's so many new blocks and updates and stuff in this 1.13 thing, in 1.13 that, wow, there's a lot. So, yeah, put some sea pickles in here because, what? Alright, there's our first fish. Apparently there wasn't a source block there. Very weird. Very weird how the water's working. Anyways, yeah, so I would put at least 2 sea pickles on each of these sides. I mean 2 batches of sea pickles, just to provide some light. The more light you can have in here behind this glass, the better you're going to be able to see into your aquarium. So just because of the way, again, the textures are and stuff. So definitely put as many sea pickles as you can stand to have on either side of this as far as light. There we go. I don't know if putting more in is actually helpful, but there it does that again. Huh. Alright. Another fish. Here we go. Okay, so you're going to put sea pickles in. Putting the sea pickles in. Putting the sea pickles in. Do it again. Alright, another fish. Right. There we go. Fishing. Oh, and they're dying already. Okay, cool. Where are you dying at? Okay, there we go. Sweet. So let's take a look on the inside and see what that lighting did for us. Yeah, that's going to really help us see the fish. Okay. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start putting, well, probably, yeah, I would start covering this thing over before I put my fish in. So if ideally you guys would be to cover this entire thing in some sort of a light source block. Like, I suppose you could use jack-o'-lanterns. It'd probably be a little bit ugly. Probably my preference, if I had them available, would be these sea lanterns. I didn't do that on that one. I put some sea lanterns in. But, like I said, the more light you have, the better you're going to be able to see your fish because of the way that the textures work. So, there we go with that again. Okay. So, I'm going to cover mine completely in these sea lanterns because I'm in creative mode. If you were in survival mode, just whatever light source like block that you have is going to be the best thing to do. So the brightest thing that you've got goes in here. You could even put like glass where I'm putting the sea lanterns and then put a layer of lava on top of that. I think that might look cool and it would be really bright. That's another like cheaper way to do it. But I'm going to use the sea lanterns. Like I said. And I do apologize for this weather. It's driving me crazy. I feel like it rains like every 10 seconds. Okay. There we go. Cover it over. Like that. Okay. So I've put a couple of fish in, but before you put the final block or two on here, I would put the rest of my fish in. So just go ahead and get your buckets of fish. Oh, that's nice. You don't have to like refill the bucket now. Before I used to have like 50 buckets of fish. So I can have one bucket and go for it in creative mode. That's wonderful. Alright, so the more fish, the merrier, obviously. They probably can like kind of bunch up a little bit, but whatever. So what, like whatever fish you want, right? If you want cod, if you want to put a squid or two in here, that's fine. If you want to put in a turtle, that's good. I think it's a little bit too compact for the turtles. I would be concerned about having a turtle in here and having it die or something. So I'm just going to go with all fish, but we're going to seal it up now and have a look. And some of them are probably going to die because of the fish AI. Like they seem to want to kill each other, or they seem to want to kill themselves for some reason. And I'm sorry about that, but that is our fish tank. And looks really nice. I think that having all that light block and then the sea pickles down here makes it look a heck of a lot better than the original. Also having these coral blocks here is making a huge difference as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a few more fish on this side, and then we're going to call it good. Yep. There we go. Can really spam the heck out of the fish now. That's great. I like this. Yeah, there we go. Lots of fishies all over the place. Oh, that's good. I like this. I actually like this a lot better than my original. Well, guys, this has been Hex and Master Builder. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial, and everybody else, I hope that you've enjoyed this block for block-ish tutorial on this wonderful little aquarium. I think I really like it now that in this later update in the 18W16A, just because we've got the sea pickles and we've got the coral blocks. It's too bad that those coral fans didn't work out. I am kind of bummed about that because that would have made it look even cooler, but I'm really, really liking the way that this looks. It's a much better tank than the other one, than my original one. But anyways, this has been Hex. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video and if you want to see more. But more importantly, again, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and God bless.